You're listening to Bock the Blackshirt.
Terrell Farley.
Defending Terrell Farley,
Who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bockoven. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
All right, welcome to Bock the Blackshirt here on 93.7. The Ticket is Window World Wednesday, November the 12th, 2025, here at 93.7 Ticket. Bock, what's going on, my man?
Oh, not too much. Glad to be with you here. It is, of course, a bye week, so I'm missing a little bit of football, but of course, we got some other stuff going on. Basketball team getting a win last night. Wasn't the prettiest viewing experience, if there's a lot of breaks out there, but for some guys like Sam Hoiberg really had a really good game. So I always say it's a great it's always a better day with Husker basketball than without it. So we had that yesterday, and things are kind of moving along here in the sports world. So good day to be here on Bock the Blackshirt.
All right, Bock, since you want to start off with Husker basketball, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm excited. They actually have the nation's longest winning streak, which people might not realize, but of course, coming off the Crown Tournament victory last year, they rided those victories into the the 3 victories they have now on the season. So their winning streak is up to 7. So that's good. They defeat Maryland Eastern Shore yesterday, 69-50. Like I said, Sam Hoiberg scored a career high 18 points in the victory. Price Sanford led the team in scoring with 19 points, 11 of those in the second half. A big second half run, really, to put this game away. With all due respect to Maryland Eastern Shore, they were going to need to play the game of their lives, really, to keep this competitive. Because Nebraska didn't particularly play well, but they did have a 32-19 lead at halftime, and then opened the second half with a 17-3 run, which all but put it away. Maryland Eastern Shore was able to be competitive as Nebraska kind of emptied their bench, let some guys get some playing time down the stretch. So they ended up making the score look a little bit more competitive than it was, though it was a 19-point Nebraska victory. Again, all this despite Nebraska really struggling from beyond the arc. We know they're going to take a lot of threes this year. 6 of 32 is the total number from Nebraska yesterday. The bench in particular really struggled. If you've been following along with the Huskers so far this year, Braden Frager has been a surprise for Nebraska. The redshirt freshman off the bench. Connor Season, we know even from last year, a sharpshooter off the bench, but the bench was 0 for 12 from beyond the arc yesterday. So a little bit of a different recipe, not the prettiest game, but I suppose if you're going to have an off day, might as well be worth first Maryland Eastern Shore rather than up against the Saturday against an Oklahoma, or later in the season against the Wisconsins, the Illinois, Creightons of the world, all that sort of stuff. Michigan State, as we're seeing plenty of these Big Ten teams jump into the ranks. Of course, Purdue at number 2. Nebraska will face them later in the season as well. So not the best performance, I don't think, from the Huskers, but sometimes you got to win despite not shooting well. You compare that, again, 6 of 32. You compare that to the FIU game, which was their last time out, where they were 17 of 34 from beyond the arc. Of course, that's 50%. In that game, they were able to score 96 points. In this previous game, this is a season low now for Nebraska, only 3 games in, right? But 69 points, opened up the season with 86 points against West Georgia. So it's going to be something worth tracking all throughout the season to see how Nebraska shoots from beyond the arc. That's basically the making of this team. It's going to keep them competitive in a lot of these games. In that West Georgia game, by the way, 10 of 32. So, much closer to not probably where they want to be, but 30, around 30%, 33% in that opening game. So we'll see. Oklahoma, tournament team last year. Perfect time for a bye week if you're a Nebraska fan, a Nebraska football fan and basketball fan, because that game will be this Saturday evening, 6 o'clock on BTN. It'll be the first big test for this team that I think has a lot of upside and maybe could be the team that finally wins a tournament game this season.
That's at a neutral site, isn't it, Bob?
Yeah, in South Dakota at the Pentagon.
Okay, yeah, because Jay Sorensen talked about it. All right, Bach, any more Husker news? Any more Husker sports news that we've got? I know the women's volleyball team, 24-0, Bach. Do you think they can make it undefeated the whole season?
I think they certainly have a chance to. And that, when that question was posed to me in the past, I always would rely on John Cooks at one time and said that he just doesn't know if that's going to happen in the Big Ten. There's just too many good teams now. But this Nebraska volleyball team, you figure they've gone through their toughest battles. There's going to be some ahead, obviously, down the stretch. And once you get into tournament play, but it's funny because, again, as time moves on, you just start to say they're getting awfully darn close to it. So if you were skeptical before, and it's not just that they're winning, edging out some victories and getting close one, they're sweeping everybody. So they are very clearly the number one team in the nation. As we know, you follow college sports, you follow any sports, somebody can get got. Even the Chicago Bulls team that lost 10 games, the Golden State team that lost 9 games in the NBA, they lost those games, right? So it can happen, but it's looking more and more like it's not going to. Husker volleyball is just on an absolute tear this week. They've got a few games here, I believe. I look it up. I think it's Friday and Sunday, so that will also be on the docket for Husker fans to look out for.
All right, Bach, to the NBA. Great game coming up tonight. Do you know who's playing tonight, Bach?
Not necessarily. I know there's plenty of games, but I'm not which one you're talking about.
I don't know if LeBron is returning, but the Lakers versus the Thunder at 8:30 tonight.
There you go. I know you're a bit of a Lakers fan. It bothers me to a degree, but that's fine.
Well, I'm a LeBron fan.
Fan.
So Lakers in 5. So I'm still rocking with LeBron till he retires. Then I'll switch over to probably SGA. So I'm gonna make my way to the next greatest player that I think in the world is gonna be. But I'm probably gonna watch this game right here, 8:30. I'll probably get done with cleaning by then and be back home. Lakers 8-3, Thunder 11-1. Great matchup tonight. Bob, what you think?
Yeah, it will be interesting. LeBron's still not set to be back here for, I think, maybe a few more weeks. So we'll see what that. But that has allowed for other guys to shine, and particularly Luka Doncic averaging 37 points a game, averaging close to a triple double, 37 points a game, 9.4 rebounds, 9.1 assists. Austin Reeves has really been the benefactor, or one of them, with 30 points per game. Jake LaRavia stepped in. He's played a lot of minutes there for them, and I think his time will specifically dwindle down once LeBron returns. But it should be a heck of a game. Oklahoma City, as you've mentioned, the defending champs, 11-1 on the year. So it's not going to be easy to get a victory against them. They might go on their own run. I was talking about the Lakers, the teams of the past that are notable for having winning seasons. I mean, this is a historic start. But we'll see. Lakers could make it interesting, although it is in OKC.
All right, Bob. YouTube TV offers $20 rebate among ABC ESPN dispute. Bob, I actually let mine run out. I actually let my YouTube run out.
You didn't sign back up.
Well, I got a new bank card, and I was like, let's just see how this play out. I watched the game on a YouTube YouTube subscriber, whoever posts the game on YouTube. I watched the game from there. Didn't really bother me. Same good quality, probably a little more talking than anything, but I'm not finna. I don't know, Bob. I'm just tired of paying for cable right now. It goes crazy right there.
I don't blame you for that, but people are upset, and myself included, that YouTube is not automatically deducting $20 from the bill. Apparently, that's what they're going to give away. But we have to go in as people and go in there claim it or whatever, which is just ridiculous. I mean, I'm frustrated about the whole thing. I've stuck with it so far, mostly because I'm hard-headed and lazy and all that sort of stuff. I mean, I probably should switch over. The biggest thing is I still have access to ESPN because I got the ESPN app. But again, all of it's just stacking on top of each other and too big of a bill to pay for what it used to be, and I wasn't happy about the old cable bill, but at least everything was there in one place.
$49.99.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a while since it's been that, though, hasn't it?
Yeah. So, it makes you wonder why have cable if everything's, internet's damn near 100. Cable will want to be 100. Power's 200-300. Water is 100. Everything's over $100. Except the cost of living. It hasn't went up. So for us,
Well, welcome in Todd Bueller as well here.
well, cost of living, money.
Right.
Like we need that
Income.
Yeah. So everything's up. Food, beef, windows, Bock games. He loses every week. They're up.
Yeah,
everything
lose
up.
more games. Are windows up, Todd?
Well, yeah,
A little bit, just like everybody, right?
Well, and when you come down to it, labor, right? If you you go into the housing market and you look at a house that was built 10 years ago, and if you tried to build that now, it's going to be significantly more for the same. And it's all really comes down to labor cost because the cost of living is going up. So, for us, a lot of that cost is getting guys to install, right? So, so that's where we see it. I mean, I was just talking with a guy in Norfolk that built a really big place, and about 8 years ago, and the HVAC, and that was like 90 grand, whatever. And he said he built a smaller place just this past year, and it was 180 grand, and it was smaller just for the HVAC and plumbing. So, those costs are going up because the cost of everything's going up.
Yeah.
And so it's interesting. I would still say, I mean, obviously if you're on a budget, we're going to be in there for budget range, windows, siding, doors, roofing. We do our best part to bring you the best possible value for the best possible price. So, and that's one thing being a national franchise, so we're nationally known, locally owned. And that's what, our buying power gives us the best discounts with our manufacturers. So we pass that, we try to pass all that savings on to our customers. And that's what we take a lot of pride in, that we have a great quality product at the best possible price you're going to find anywhere in Nebraska. So
Well, save some of it for the Euler report. That's a good start. But I can ask you the question, but usually we get through that.
Yeah, I was talking about TV. Y'all took it to a whole nother direction.
Everything's expensive.
I'm with you on the YouTube thing, though.
Yeah.
Like I had YouTube TV. I canceled it. I'm just ESPN app. I got Hulu, whatever. I don't know. I have too many apps.
Yeah.
I swear every day I'm like.
Well, Hulu is at $90. They give you 75 channels. ABC, yes, CBS.
I paid $79 for my YouTube subscription.
So so Hulu has ABC, yes, CBS, yes, Fox, yes, NBC, yes, CW, my network. Direct is $90, 56 channels.
You like CW network? Did you sneak that in?
So they got
CW.
CW. So ABC, yes, CBS, yes, Fox, yes, NBC, yes, PBS, yes, CW, yes, limited. Fubu, $85, 47 channels. YouTube, $83, 65 channels. Sling Blue, 34 channels. No ABC, no CBS, some Fox, some NBC. Sling Orange, 24 channels. Philo, $33. They don't have anything. They don't have ABC, CBS, Fox, NBC, PBS, or CW. Why can't we just have TV the old way?
Well, and then you get all this cable, and then they put something on Peacock. You gotta go get Peacock, and then something's on Netflix. You gotta go get Netflix. And it's just everybody's so scattered now. I have to keep charge or focus on my subscriptions, and every month kind of say, okay, make sure this isn't ringing up. I try to go in there and set it up so that it doesn't automatically renew. But sometimes you forget, and some of those bills, like you said, can be pretty big. But the YouTube TV one is particularly frustrating. Usually, we've seen these, these kind of these giant corporations obviously battle over money, right? And then eventually, before the football game, we're always worried by Wednesday, right? Is it going to happen? And then Friday, Saturday, they come to a conclusion because they don't want people to miss money or miss out on their sports. Well, it hasn't happened with YouTube TV and Disney yet. It's been like 2 weeks. And again, now instead of just apologizing, taking some money off your bill, they're making you go do it. So we are on YouTube. We love YouTube, right? But YouTube TV, I think it definitely is not shown in the best light right now. And as a paying customer, I'm going to go ahead and say it.
Yeah, I'm with you.
As a not a paying customer anymore, I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is what it is.
That's because you're watching it on TikTok, streamed from, like you said, stream of some other guy talking while it's going. I've done it too. I'm
watching Popeye the Slayer. You know, I'm watching
Popeye the Slayer, man, on
good stuff like that. You know, watching the worst actors in the world. Hey, make you not want to watch TV anymore.
It's like watching Peyton and Manning on Monday night or whatever they do. You know, whether I don't know. I can't handle somebody else talking while I'm watching
during a game. Yeah,
it just drives me.
I just mute it. Just mute it, or don't even watch it. I just want to see the score. That's it. Yeah. I seen the first half.
I can
see. This is what happened
on my ESPN.
See, this is what happened. This is what happened on TikTok. Not TikTok, but regular YouTube. Somebody was streaming it, and then Fox blocked it out after halftime.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like they blocked everybody who was showing the game. So then you got to go to another subscription where two guys are sitting there talking during the whole game, and they don't. They have millions of comment on the side, but they don't know what they're talking about.
Maybe you and I should start our own watch
YouTube party. Yeah,
channel,
you could. Might make some money off that.
You pay for YouTube TV though, and then I'll comment.
Nah, you can come over and watch a Tubi movie. That's what you can do. Fall asleep. That's what you got to do watching their movies. All right, let's go to break. It is Window World Wednesday here at 93.7 The Ticket. This is Bock the Blackshirt. We'll be right back. Todd Euler is in the house today. Whoop, whoop.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly sunny skies and light wind. An afternoon high around 64. Tonight, partly cloudy skies, calm winds, low around 42. And tomorrow, we'll see decreasing clouds throughout the day, go along with light winds and a high around 68. Meteorologist Kyle Butler for 93.7 The Ticket and ticketfm.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Rick Heyman here from Sauter Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sauter Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at sauterheyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
Come watch the Lincoln Stars on Saturday, November 15th as the Sioux Falls Stampede come to town. It's flyaway night as the Stars are giving away 2 round-trip flights to Orlando courtesy of the Lincoln Airport. Every ticket is a registration, and you must be present at the game to win when the prize is drawn in the third period. There's no Husker volleyball or football game that night, so pack the icebox on Saturday, November 15th against the Sioux Falls Stampede for flyaway night.
Is your heating system ready for cooler weather? Call Bryant to schedule your fall heating check. No matter what brand, call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Tired of asking what's for dinner? Nourished for Life has got you covered. At Nourished, they're a local meal prep company that delivers fresh, chef-crafted, healthy meals straight to your door. made from wholesome ingredients and ready when you are. No shopping, no chopping. Just heat, eat, and enjoy every night of the week. Fuel your busy days with balanced meals that are designed to keep you satisfied and energized. Visit nourishedforlife.co to purchase meals and taste the convenience of home-cooked comfort without the hassle.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln area. We are going to keep this train rolling in a big way with new half-ton and 4x4 pickup trucks starting at $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You heard that right, $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You pick which one works better for you. Please stop on in the dealership and meet the team or check us out at coppellcars.com. Stock number C280930. All deals with approved credit.
For Sean Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt, on air and online at theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Bock and the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. We are powered
by
Bauer
Infrastructure,
Bauer
Underground,
Barrett
Excavating.
All right, guys. Looks like you guys are in the contest this year.
Contest?
Yeah. No Shave November.
I shaved.
Bock, you shaved?
I shaved like my sideburns, but not my beard. I guess I did trim up my beard. I always do. I always have a beard.
I haven't shaved this month yet.
Have you not? You got a little bit of stuff.
Yeah, little stuff. It'll come off. It'll come off. I have to shave now. I don't grow a goat teeth anymore. I like it bald. I just like to look younger when I cut my hair.
No, you should grow your beard. You did it for like 1 week? I thought.
No, I did it for like 3 months, Bob.
Well, yeah, I guess it grew
gray like mine.
Yeah, I had to stop it. It was itchy too, man.
I kind of liked it.
You gotta get through that itchy.
I'd rather not.
It's hard.
I'd rather not. And plus I looked old, so now I just like to cut it on. Christmas lights. You put up Christmas lights yet?
No.
You're not a Christmas light guy?
I used to be.
Do you like to ride? You like to ride around and look at Christmas lights?
No.
You don't?
No.
You can take the grandkids. You sound like
I will take the grand. So I was really into Christmas and Halloween and all that stuff when my kids were little, but now that they're bigger and I'm not as much for sure. But the grandkids are pretty little, so 2 and 10 months.
Oh, yeah.
Bock,
I mean, the 2-year-old is awesome.
Bock, you put up Christmas lights yet?
I haven't put them up, but I told my wife we need to do it this week because it's a nice week to do it. Yeah, it's gonna get freezing.
Yeah.
And so I'm probably gonna either this week I got to get it done. And my wife's huge in the Philippines, so my wife's Filipino. They start celebrating Christmas and start putting everything up in September. They have the longest. They pride themselves on having the longest Christmas celebration in the world. So I make her wait or hold off until Halloween because that's my favorite holiday. But after that, we just kind of skip Thanksgiving and go right to Christmas.
Halloween too.
Yeah.
Yeah. This part of the year, like I'm not a big. I used to be a big Thanksgiving guy, but since I moved to Nebraska, it really hasn't been that type of Thanksgiving that I'm used to having. Deep fried turkeys, dressing, just all the
all the family.
Yeah, and all the family, So it gets kind of bored now. And I don't know. Sometimes, I know I have to be here for football. That's the main part because that's one part I can't leave because we have the football part. But, it's just not getting the cooking you want, man. And you have to force yourself to.
Christmas, too. When you come and play college football, it's different, especially when you're going to bowl games and you're spending Christmas I was spending it in Miami 2 years and Arizona 1 year. It's just different.
Yeah.
Christmas is too weird. I'll mention this. It's weird to be in, celebrate Christmas when you were born and raised in Lincoln, Nebraska, and it's snowy all the time. When you go to like you said, Miami or Hawaii, and be like, this isn't Christmas.
No, it's not Christmas.
This is just
at
beaches.
Well, and then
but it's still Christmas.
How does Santa know where you're at?
Thunder night.
That's right. He didn't. I did get my meal money package though, so that was always nice to get.
Thunder Night Collins said it is un-American to skip Thanksgiving and go straight to Christmas from Halloween. Give the turkey his day, Bach.
We got to talk with my wife about that.
Did you guys see the Northern Light yesterday?
I didn't. I've seen.
I have a
of
picture.
pictures.
Yeah,
I have a picture with the red.
Could you not see the red unless you took a picture? I don't know. I wasn't. I heard that like you had to take a picture to see the red. I don't.
Is
know.
that right?
So what? Did you see the red?
Yeah,
You
I
saw
got a
the red?
picture of it.
What?
Did you see the red before you took
Was
the
that
picture?
your picture?
Yeah.
I just seen that somewhere. Somebody said you have to take a picture. You had to take a picture to see the red.
Now, do you guys know why this happened?
No.
Somebody just told me it was going to happen, and I saw these pictures, like you said, but I
I'm
don't
a
know.
sports guy and a meathead. I have
That's
no
right.
idea why that happened. Zero.
I'm in the same category. I had no clue it was happening. Then I saw the pictures online.
See,
I was like,
look.
oh,
Dang, that looks kind of creepy, actually.
yeah.
Especially with your tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like
Looks
to the
scary.
blind eye, though, is what you're
That
saying.
looked like it looked just like that before you took the picture.
I don't know. The picture was sent to me.
Oh, I heard, and maybe some of our listeners will call, like, text in. I heard you couldn't see it with the blind eye. You had to take a picture. When you took the picture, the red showed up. That's what I seen somewhere on some post. So
we'll give the text line might help us out
yeah,
here.
come on, text line.
Thunder Night Collins says I saw the red at 8:30 last night driving down I-80. I thought it was the glare on the windshield from the taillights of the car in front of me.
Yeah. Just a big red sign from God, I think. That's,
That's right. And somebody made a joke. Our red burns brighter, right? That used to be something we used to say.
You
Willie
can
says
see
you can see it.
Yeah, you can see it with a blind eye.
Okay.
But it's much better if you took a picture.
I don't know. I wasn't even outside.
What time was this?
This was about 8, probably.
Yeah, I wasn't outside.
Probably 8:35.
I was in Lincoln, so maybe it was the smog.
Yeah, that's how I was. I mean, it was outside.
Because I seen a lot of people back, from Northeast Nebraska posting.
Yeah.
So maybe
That's what people were pointing. Like
maybe
somebody
it was
had
all
asked
the
me about
Lincoln
it.
smog.
That's what I think it was. So people asked me if I could see it, and I looked up. I saw like 6 stars. You couldn't even see the stars.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, great picture. Great.
Yeah, a lot
show.
of great pictures.
Yeah.
But hey, we still
awesome.
here. So
It was
what
great
does that mean with the Northern Hemisphere? What is
The Northern Lights.
Northern
yeah.
Lights. I don't know.
I don't know. We didn't learn that part in school. We didn't. They didn't teach us about that.
Pretty far south for Northern Lights.
Yeah.
Once they told us Pluto wasn't a planet, I just give up.
Yeah,
on the whole
I'm
thing.
done.
Yeah.
I'm done with that.
That was
Yeah.
my favorite planet. You can't take that away from me.
Right, Pluto.
Gus Mohawk says. Gus Mohawk said VJ posted a video acting like a conspiracy theorist. He was like, "What is happening, y'all?"
Well, because he wouldn't think to look it up like online. He would just start worrying about it.
Just assume the worst.
Yeah, he's
aliens are coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks spooky. Right there.
It's the exhaust of a UFO. Be a lot of things. Like we can go down that rabbit hole.
All right, guys. Every week, Nebraska wins. I guess we're 7-3 now. Here are the bowl projections that coming for Nebraska. So someone's going to be, pretty good competition. All right, the Reliquest Bowl. Where's that at, Bach?
Reliquest. I can look that up. I believe.
I think it's the old Capital One Bowl. I forgot what it was.
Go to the Motor City Bowl.
I would say they change these names too often that I
Music
can't.
City Bowl.
So yeah, that one's in Tampa.
Tampa. Okay, good bowl. Tampa versus Oklahoma.
Oh,
yes.
Sign me up. Yes, absolutely.
All right, Music City Bowl versus
there we go.
LSU. Why would you going to go to Tennessee? It's cold in there.
Brother lives in Nashville.
Man, it's cold in Tennessee,
I want to see
man.
my brother.
Oh man, I would go because it's only like 6 hours from Georgia.
Yeah.
I would drive them 6 hours.
I would drive to Nashville too.
Nashville would be fun.
Another Music
would
City
love
Bowl
that.
versus Missouri.
Yeah.
Okay.
Las Vegas Bowl versus Arizona State. I would call this the Jeff Sims Bowl.
Yes,
Right.
absolutely.
Yeah, Jeff Sims would run all over us, man. He would
Yeah.
have a heyday. 200 and some yards rushing, 4 fumbles, 2 INTs, and they still get the victory.
I don't think so.
Another one, Los Angeles Bowl projection with University of Cal.
Yeah, I could do without
I'm
that
not
one.
going to California. I'm not going to Vegas.
No? Not
All
even
right.
if Jeff Sims is there?
Maybe.
Pinstripe Bowl versus Miami.
Pinstripe.
No more pinstripe.
Yeah, where's the
absolutely
Pinstripe
not.
Bowl at?
That's in New York. That's what we went to
Oh
last
no!
year. Yeah, they're not going to do that again.
I would never go there. Send me there. Nope. I'll decline.
Too cold.
Let's
Too
win a
cold.
couple more games and we won't have to worry about these Bulls.
And I had to be nice about it last year, but just because the Yankees did. But I mean, the Yankees part made me sick. I hate the Yankees. So anything that has to do with the Pinstripe Bowl, it's like, this is a marriage to two of the best brands in sports. I was like, no, it's not.
What would your guys' percentage be for Nebraska to win the next two games? Would you be over or under 50?
What a question.
I know.
I would say I'm thinking just 50-50, man. I'm thinking it's 50-50. I think we can maybe do it, maybe not do it.
I remember watching. Look, I'll phrase it to you this way because I've been asking people on Saturday leading up to the UCLA game. After watching Penn State fight it out with Indiana and Iowa fight it out with Oregon, I thought basically zero chance. I mean, 10% chance. It was going to be really raw. I didn't think Nebraska would do it. That UCLA game made me feel a lot better about it.
Oh, absolutely. Gave you a little more confidence that we can beat one of those two teams.
Yeah.
And, I think that's what we've been fighting for all year is that 8-win season. I would love to see a 9-win season, right?
Right.
We haven't had one of those since 2016.
Mike Riley.
I know we talk about the UCLA game a lot. We talk about the way Latif played, and we talk what Emmett did, but we don't talk about the fact how the defense gave up, 21 points in a quick amount of time after having a 27
had a great start,
28-7 lead.
Yeah,
you don't let teams come back like that. You're supposed to keep your foot on their neck and press them and do the same things that got you the lead. That's the part that I really don't understand, and probably kind of
another big play.
Yeah, it's like we let teams back in the game, and some teams are gonna keep smoking instead of don't be able to pass us when they do catch up with us, and that's the part that I kind of can't figure out with this defense is how do we let teams back in the game without putting your foot on their neck and keeping the gas on them.
Yeah, you're up 3 scores. Get another stop, go up potentially 4. And now we got a lot more confidence, but letting those 2 scores happen, and
we got to win 1-score games. We got to get better in that category.
Yeah, we don't need to get better in beating teams by more than 1 score is what we need to get better at.
Now, to be fair, and I would say this: they did play as if they had the lead, right? UCLA was going for it on 4th downs. Nebraska got it to the 41, like the UCLA 41. Usually, go ahead and go for it, right? But they were protecting the lead. They just punted it, and then on the last drive. Yeah, again, they got the UCLA side of the field and then didn't have to do anything. They just, got in the victory formation. So there was maybe a couple more chances if the game were closer, if they weren't protecting the lead, that they could have maybe put a little bit more on the board.
So you're saying it's coaching?
Well, that's another thing we talked about. Second half timeouts. I don't think got a whole lot better this week, but it didn't hurt Nebraska as much.
No. Did we play a little more? Once again. Starts at the top.
Yeah.
Like
Odad says the next 2 teams don't have very mobile quarterbacks, and that's to our advantage. I think our quarterback is mobile as could get. He's
not as good as
he's a great runner though. He's a great runner. He's better than Malvo. I can tell you that. He's better than the UCLA quarterback. USC quarterback. Runner. Yeah. He's terrible. And we let him score 2 touchdowns. But I think he's better than USC quarterback at running wise.
Yes, I agree.
I will put him probably in the same category. It's probably a little less than Nico.
Oh, yeah, definitely less. Nico is a freak.
Yeah. I didn't know he was 6'6".
He's a big dude.
Yeah, like, man. And
VP said that on the pregame show. And, I really hadn't watched him much. And I guess, I did see him play last year for Tennessee. But, like, when you see him, you're like, he
should be one and done there. He should be one and done there. I expect to see him at a good team next year.
Indiana.
A contender. I don't know if Mendoza a senior?
He'll be going one way or the other. I think he's a senior.
I think he's a senior. I think Indiana is going to
Probably see him at Miami.
Spencer. Oh yeah, Miami.
Miami.
That wouldn't be a bad fit for him.
Whereas it depends who quarterback leave. I know Texas A&M got a young quarterback. Ohio State has a young quarterback.
Yeah, he's just a redshirt freshman.
Yeah.
Alabama has a young quarterback.
But yeah, Fernando Mendoza is a junior, but he's probably, he's going to be a top pick. So he's probably going to be gone. They have his little brother, another Mendoza, on the roster, so he might take over.
At quarterback?
Yep.
Must have been a package deal, huh?
Probably could be. Although I think Nico's little brother is also at UCLA, so he might stick around. Depending on who they hire.
If next year, if everything goes as planned, we might have 3 sets of brothers on 3 sets of teams. We never thought about that, did we? Dilly Riola and his brother at Nebraska, Nico and his brother at UCLA, and the Mendoza brothers at Indiana. That is crazy, Bob.
They're all quarterbacks?
Yeah.
Nico's little brother's a quarterback too. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Huh.
But again, I don't think Indiana's quarterback's going to stick around next year or two to make that happen.
It'd be interesting. I mean, you can make more money in college football than pro, but
well, that's usually if you're going to be like maybe a 4th or 5th round pick.
Yeah.
He's going to be a top pick.
He'll be a top. So the signing bonus is what will be significant with that. But the base salary for rookies is, or not the base, but like the max they can pay him for. There's a max for the first 3 years, right? I mean, that's what happened to Brock Purdy. Granted, Brock Purdy was the last pick.
Yeah.
But, he didn't have the big signing bonus or anything like that, which, Mendoza probably will. So that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think, Emmett more than likely goes next year. I don't know. It's
that's a tough one because, you have to see where his heart is. I talked about that yesterday. You have to see what his family situation is about, do they support him coming back or do they support him going pro? I think if Nebraska offer him a nice sum, probably take a little bit, 20% of his load away from him to keep him healthy. I think things could, but at the same time, that's up to him. Maybe he feels like he did enough to come back and show us that he's that guy, and maybe he stays. That's the tough question. That's something he's going to have to answer and probably in the next month or so, and just really believe in the process if he's going to do it.
Oh, and if he does do it, we were talking about that bowl game. He likely wouldn't be in the bowl game, and Nebraska's going to have to find somebody to play running back because they don't trust anybody else to give him a carry. So that would be an interesting situation.
Yeah, it would.
Very interesting. When does the portal open up?
Isn't it
January 7th?
Yeah. We're still with the playoffs going on at some point. I know that, but yeah, early January.
I think does it open the 7th or does it close the 7th? I can't remember. It's just really weird because how do you get transferred and registered for classes and all that good stuff in time? And obviously not going to play
So it's January 2nd to January 16th.
Just the 2nd they can declare. So that's pretty much all the bowl games are done except for the last couple playoff games.
Yeah.
So 4 teams?
There's a lot of guys who's in the portal right now? Can they throw their name in the portal right now, Bob?
Yeah, there's plenty of Oklahoma State players. If your coach gets fired, a lot of people put their name in the portal.
You can put your name in the portal anytime?
If your coach gets fired, yeah.
Oh, if your coach gets fired. So LSU.
Yeah, there's a lot of coaches getting fired.
There's just a lot.
So
Florida.
The players on the team with the coaching change are granted an additional 30-day window to enter the portal, is what it says.
So
there's a couple of guys already in there. They're just sitting in there since 10/25, 11/07. Dylan Edwards, he's in there. Joyce Schaefer's is in there. He's at Penn State. He's a tight end.
Chief Borders back in there.
Dakota Fields. Chief Borders. He's at UNLV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He playing?
He should be. I don't think he has another year to be out back in the Porter.
Be interesting. I think last year we talked about that. He had 8 tackles in 4 years or something like that.
Well, you know,
3
he's
years.
doing good. Yeah, he's got 5 tackles this year.
All right.
5?
93.7 the ticket. Bock the Black Shirt. Win the World Wednesday. We'll be right back.
Make Hog Wild the centerpiece of your Thanksgiving feast. Pre-order a 12-pound whole smoked turkey or a 4-pound turkey breast for $55. A 4-pound boneless ham is $50. A complete meal includes your choice of a whole turkey or turkey breast, mashed potatoes and gravy, stuffing, green beans or corn, and a dozen rolls for $130. Pre-order online at GoHogWild.com soon. Quantities are limited. All weights are approximate before cooking. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes! Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Tired of asking what's for dinner? Nourished for Life has got you covered. At Nourished, they're a local meal prep company that delivers fresh, chef-crafted, healthy meals straight to your door. Made from wholesome ingredients and ready when you are. No shopping, no chopping. Just heat, eat, and enjoy every night of the week. Fuel your busy days with balanced meals that are designed to keep you satisfied and energized. Visit nourishedforlife.co to purchase meals and taste the convenience of home-cooked comfort without the hassle.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln area. We are going to keep this train rolling in a big way with new half-ton and 4x4 pickup trucks starting at $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You heard that right, $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You pick which one works better for you. Please stop on in the dealership and meet the team or check us out at coppellcars.com. Stock number C280930. All deals with approved credit.
For Sean Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Fall is officially here, and Brown's Shoe Fit has just the right style and comfort your feet deserve. Stop in to see a wide selection of all your favorite brands, including Brooks, Hoka, Echo, Keen, and many more. At Brown's Shoe Fit, they take the time to measure your feet to ensure proper fit. They also have the largest selection of Uggs and Hokas in Lincoln. Brown's Shoe Fit at 66th and Q.
Midwest Bank is hosting our annual Thanksgiving food drive, partnering with local Lincoln schools to provide Thanksgiving dinners to families in need. We hope to provide meals for more than 120 families in our community this year. You can help by dropping off a donation at either Midwest Bank location, 7001 Pioneers Boulevard or 2655 Jamie Lane. Any donation is greatly appreciated. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank, member FDIC.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
When the clock strikes 0 after every Nebraska football game, there's only one place to go for instant coverage. Tune in for the Husker After Party Postgame Show on 93.7 The Ticket for each game, win or lose. Call in with all your takes or text the show at 464-5685 and hear quotes from the players and coaches, too. It's the Husker After Party Postgame Show, sponsored by Anderson Ford and Vinnie Kreekak of State Farm Insurance.
Hi, Charlie Stone here, and it's that time of the year again. Time for the annual Happy Honda Days at Honda of Lincoln. With me on the line, Andy Goodyear, to tell us all about it.
The exciting news is we have more selection and more savings. We have over 400 new 2025 and 2026 Hondas to choose from, with a great opportunity to get year-end savings on every remaining new 2025.
Do you have some Happy Honda Days specials?
Sure do, Charlie. For example, you can lease a new 2025 Accord Sport Hybrid for just $349 a month, and we have financing from just 0% APR. We've also included over 125 pre-owned of all makes and models, and as always, our certified pre-owns are in this sale as well.
Well, maybe it's time you experience the best. The Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
You're listening to Bock the Blackshirt, on air and online at theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Bock the Blackshirt here on Window World Wednesday with Todd Euler in the building. All right, guys, I'm going to read this list out to you, and I want to know what you think about it. Number 1, Nicholas Singleton. Number 2, Katron Allen. Number 3, Mekhi Hughes. Number 4, Darius Taylor. Number 5, Johanna Coleman. Number 6, C.J. Donaldson. Number 7, Roman Hemby. Number 8, Justin Hayes. Number 9, Noah Whittington. Number 10, Waven Jordan. Number 11, Devin Mockabee. Number 12, Cam Porter. You know who all those guys are?
No. I do know who all those guys are.
They're running backs in the Big Ten that were ranked ahead of Emmett Johnson, who sits at 13 on one list and 15 on the other list at the preseason at ranking the Big Ten running back. Now, if we had to redo this all over, it would be 1, Emmett Johnson. 2, probably, who you think, Bob?
I would say Hayes.
Hayes?
He's injured, but as far as,
if he wasn't injured, he hasn't played about 3-4 games, and he had 800 yards. So
he averaged 7 per carry.
Yeah,
pretty darn good.
And he hasn't played probably since the Michigan game when they played.
His last game was Michigan State. On the 25th.
25th of October.
Yep.
Ooh, he missing a lot. But yeah, I mean, if I had to rank it all over, probably, like I said, Emmett Johnson, Hayes, probably.
There's another
Darius Taylor.
There's another 1,000-yard runner in the Big Ten. I don't think you'd guess it. Even if I gave you all those.
Rutgers running back.
There it is. Yeah, Antoine Raymond.
Yeah. And he's not even in this thing. They got C.J. Campbell Jr.
Well, again, we know less, right? We know a lot more now, right? Preseason list for the top 25 and quarterbacks and all that stuff. Big waste of time. I mean, you have to say it that way. Hopefully, we know a little
talk
bit
about
more.
something,
right? But this year particularly, I was saying it. We didn't have quarterbacks that we really knew all that much about. All the top places: Alabama, Ohio State, Georgia. Everybody's replacing their quarterback. So hopefully, this offseason we'll know a little bit more going into the 2026 season than we did for this previous year. And some seasons set themselves up to be that way. And this one was just a particular year where it's like, well, we don't know any quarterbacks, so these guys are the best, and none of them have really lived up to the hype.
I think last year was a running back thing when we talk about the Big Ten, and because you had Boise State running back doing so many things, and guys were great. But this year, when you look at the running back position, it's not as productive as the last couple of years of running back. Like we only got two guys. When you look at the running back in the nation, the top two guys are 1,100 yards. I mean, I'm used to seeing guys at 13, 14, 100-yard games, with 2 games left. But this right here is probably a more quarterback season to me and a receiver season to me in college football.
Well, and I think the game of college football has changed as well. You're playing in the SEC or the Big Ten. Ashton Genty played in the Big 12 or where Mountain West. I don't know what the heck it is anymore. You have a 2-back system for the most part. I mean, in a lot of these places. So, and obviously people are throwing the ball more. I think the RPO type stuff, well, they pull it and they throw it, or the quarterback's running it themselves. So I think that's changed a little bit too. Obviously Boise State was an anomaly as far as Ashton Genty went with what he accomplished. He just stood there like a ghost and then took the ball and disappeared.
Yeah.
He was a little different breed. So I just don't think the running back, and obviously we don't have a 2-back system. So it's all put on Emmett's shoulder to run the ball, to catch the ball, and love what he's doing. I love what he's brought, just the energy he brings to the field. But yeah, I just don't think running back is the same position as it was when we were playing, right? When you had, even the Adrian Peterson era, that type of stuff. And if you do, it's just a freak like Ashton Genty. So, and just giving the ball and let's go win, So, and I just don't think that's offensive coordinators. They want to run the ball, but it's, more of a 50-50 thing, right? When we did it, it was more of we're going to run it 80 to 85% of the time and throw it 20 or 15% of the time when we need to. And that's not the game plan in any game you watch. Doesn't matter who it is. They're throwing the ball on stupid downs. Like, why are you like, you just ran it all the way down here and now you're throwing on first down. Like, why?
So here's from last year. Bowl games also, so we don't really know what they're going to rush for. So you had Ashton Gentry 2,600, Cam Scatterboo 17, Omarion Hampton. If he can do what Omarion Hampton do, because I know they didn't go to a bowl game last year. They only played 12 games, right, Bock?
North Carolina.
Yeah,
they might have went to a bowl game. Let me double check. Either way, I don't think Omarion Hampton would have played.
Yeah.
Right.
So he had 12 games last year, 281 carries, 1,660 yards. I like that.
It's interesting because it can go in waves. Like if you look at, there's certain. It's like
Caleb Johnson, 12 games last year, 1,537 yards. I need Emmett. I would like to see that type of number at the end.
Yeah, that's gonna be
1,500.
2 games left.
Yeah, he can do it. It's not hard.
Easy to stay from here.
2 of the better defenses we're going to play.
Yeah,
I think.
I don't know about the Penn State defense. We're not going to worry about that part the next week about Penn State. Still have 9 days before we play them. So, all right, Bock, let's go to break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about the CFP rankings that came back out again last night. Something's fishy about this, man. Something's not right about this, Bock. And I'm going to explain it to you when we come back here on Bock the Blackshirt. 93.7 The Ticket. Be right back.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Make Hog Wild the centerpiece of your Thanksgiving feast. Pre-order a 12-pound whole smoked turkey or a 4-pound turkey breast for $55. A 4-pound boneless ham is $50. A complete meal includes your choice of a whole turkey or turkey breast, mashed potatoes and gravy, stuffing, green beans or corn, and a dozen rolls for $130. Pre-order online at GoHogWild.com soon. Quantities are limited. All weights are approximate before cooking. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly sunny skies and light wind. An afternoon high around 64. Tonight, partly cloudy skies, calm winds, low around 42. And tomorrow, we'll see decreasing clouds throughout the day, go along with light winds, and a high around 68. Meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and TicketFM.com.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service, bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. It doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Midwest Bank is hosting our annual Thanksgiving food drive, partnering with local Lincoln schools to provide Thanksgiving dinners to families in need. We hope to provide meals for more than 120 families in our community this year. You can help by dropping off a donation at either Midwest Bank location, 7001 Pioneers Boulevard or 2655 Jamie Lane. Any donation is greatly appreciated. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank, member FDIC.
This is your year to win way more than bragging rights. At Warhorse Casino, your love of the game could earn you serious cash. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with cash prizes all season long, like up to $1,000 weekly, with your chance at $1 million, all while earning tier points and comp points every time you place a sports bet. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln area. We are going to keep this train rolling in a big way with new half-ton and 4x4 pickup trucks starting at $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You heard that right, $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You pick which one works better for you. Please stop on in the dealership and meet the team or check us out at koppelcars.com. Stock number C280930. All deals with approved credit.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
A business's phone is the lifeline to its customers and potential clients. That's why it's so important that you can take calls seamlessly from anywhere, whether you're on the road or in the office. Hamilton Business Technologies can help ensure your phone rings wherever you are. We can equip your headquarters and any of its locations with the right tools for smooth, professional call handling. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we know how to keep Nebraska businesses connected. Learn more at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
You're listening to Bock the Blackshirt.
Terrell Farley. Terrell Farley. Terrell Farley. Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bockoven. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
All right, welcome back to Bock the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Window World Wednesday here at The Ticket on Bock the Blackshirt with two-time national champion Todd Euler in the house. Whoop, whoop. All right, guys. Bowl predictions came out yesterday, Bock. Did you see them?
Oh, we went through a little bit of them earlier. You mean the college football playoff?
Yeah,
rankings?
the college football. The bowl, yeah.
I say you told me about those bowl projections.
I meant the college football thing. Let's see. Let me get my list up and check out the rankings on it. I'm trying to get it. My computer's acting crazy. All right, Bob.
Technology.
When we go to the rankings, only part I didn't like about the rankings, Bob, and we'll go over all of them. College football playoff rankings. Number 1, Ohio State. Number 2, Indiana. Number 3 is Texas A&M. Number 4 is Alabama. Number 5 is Georgia. Number 6 is Texas Tech. Number 7 is Ole Miss. Number 8 is Oregon. Number 9 is Notre Dame. Number 10 is Texas. Number 11 is Oklahoma. And I think the 12th one, is it South Florida? Who will get in right now, Bob?
I believe they would. Yeah, I don't. So they don't have. South Florida at 24th is the highest Group of 5 ranked team.
So, Bob, when I look at this, the only thing I'm kind of upset with is the BYU one. Like, they're 12. I would put them over a 72 team or even a Notre Dame 72 team. I mean, when you look at Notre Dame with 2 losses, who lost to a Miami team, and Miami's 15.
Yeah, they lost to Miami and Texas A&M. They did beat USC, so you've got that going for you. The question is if you do think somebody out of the Big 12, I mean, are you going to be able to get away with playing a lesser schedule? They did beat Utah. I mean, that's a solid win. But outside of that, I don't think BYU has a top 25 victory. Iowa State, Arizona, I mean, those are, again, solid victories, but none of those teams are in the top 25 other than Utah.
But check this out, Bob. Now, say everything runs its course of the season. BYU doesn't lose again. They also doesn't make it to the Big 12 championship, which Cincinnati might go to and play Texas Tech. And Texas Tech beats Cincinnati, but you still got a 1-loss BYU team out there. How's that going to make any sense for me? And
strength of schedule.
Well, Cincinnati
but now they're telling
BYU.
me. But now they're saying even if Texas loses to Georgia, they still might be able to get in at a 9-3 because of their conference, their schedule.
Well, Cincinnati will play BYU, so that'll help with that. So BYU is going to have the chance, likely, to get revenge at Texas Tech. The question is going to be, is 2 losses to Texas Tech going to knock them out? Because at least from what we saw on Saturday, and we know rematches from what we saw from Oregon and Ohio State can go vastly different from week 1 to week 2. But that did not look, from one game to another, I should say, but that did not look like a particularly even matchup. So it is going to be interesting. BYU, you're right. I mean, they're the most intriguing part of this. A couple ACC teams, Virginia, Louisville lost, and they moved down in these rankings as well. Iowa lost and didn't move down far. So there is that. Iowa, how about this? The highest rated 3-loss team in the country at number 21. But yeah, so I mean, the big movement this weekend in the big talking point is BYU, who is stuck right behind 3 2-loss teams in Notre Dame, Texas, and Oklahoma. But I think they'll have the chance if they beat Cincinnati. If you beat Texas Tech, you can rise up in the rankings. If you lose those games, it is going to be tough. I mean, if you're a 2-loss Big 12 team against a 2-loss SEC or Big 10 team, you're probably not going to get the the favoritism there. So you got to still try to stay up in the win column.
Yeah, that part too, because when we look at the rest of it, when we round it out, Bach, you have BYU at 12, Utah at 13, Vandy at 14, Miami at 15, one loss. Georgia Tech is sitting at 16. They probably have to win the ACC to do that part. Then you got USC, Michigan, Virginia, Louisville, Iowa, Pitt, Tennessee, South Florida, Cincinnati.
Well, we beat Cincinnati. Does that count as a top 25 victory?
No. You got to when you play them. Not after 10 games, Bob. You it just doesn't work like that in college football.
I was just wondering, but yeah, I mean it is interesting to see how all this breaks out. There was something that I thought was kind of interesting too. Is just how do we want to think of these championship games? Because here's what we got. This was Ralph Russo pointing this out on Twitter. Here's the reality of the situation. Ohio State likely will play in the Big Ten championship game without having played Indiana, Oregon, USC, or Iowa. Texas A&M will likely play in the SEC championship game without having played Georgia, Alabama, Ole Miss, Oklahoma, or Vanderbilt. And Georgia Tech, even in the ACC championship, they have a soft schedule. They're probably going to get there. They haven't played Miami or Louisville or Virginia or SMU or Duke. So I just think we have to kind of, with these super conferences and these giant, conference schedules, so not everybody can play equal games. I think we have to somewhat take away from these championship games are the end all be all. The other thing is, I think there's a pretty darn good chance Ohio State and Indiana are going to play for the conference championship game if Ohio State doesn't slip up against Michigan. And Indiana, had a close call last week. But if they go undefeated, they're going to play in the conference championship game with perhaps nothing on the line. I think both of them will get first round buys if things play out that way. So again, I just feel like we just have to change and shift our idea of what a conference championship game is, and maybe think about just taking those out of the sport altogether, because they seem to be more of a hindrance more often than not. At this point, when we're going to have these playoff discussions, why would you want to play that extra game?
I don't know. That's just the way college football has been gone. I would hate them to see take out conference championships. I would probably not like that part, but you got to agree on something. And right now, that's probably the only way it seems like we're gonna have to agree on something, Bob.
Well, and again, it's not equitable. It's not the same. Not everybody's playing the same schedule. But regardless, we're never going to get that. So you are always going to have to use your eye test or you kind of try to compare those stats. It doesn't have to be overly complicated. I don't think at the top, right? Especially when you have a 12-game conference schedule, or excuse me, 12 teams making the playoff and they're looking to expand it. Might make a little bit difference to the back end teams getting in, but again, you're never going to hear any complaints from me if an argument between the 14th and 15th team or 12th and 13th team about getting in when you're barely getting. You have a chance to play at the playoffs with 2 losses, potentially 3 losses some years.
So if we had the playoff start today, Bob, it would be South Florida versus Georgia, which Georgia would probably run all over them.
Maybe
Indiana at Oregon. No, Notre Dame at Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
Miami at Texas Tech. And Texas at Ole Miss. Those are the 4 games that would be the opening playoffs, Bob.
Yeah, I mean, entertaining enough. We'll see. I think Georgia Tech. I still think we're going to see what happens in that ACC championship game. But it does look like the ACC is probably going to be one bid league. The Big 12, as we mentioned, that's kind of the discussion if they can get another one in outside of Texas Tech. And then it's becoming more and more unlikely that Big 10 is going to get 4 in. So it's going to be, I hate to say it, a little bit SEC heavy. I think that's good. You're going to get more SEC teams than not.
Well, here's what I like. I like this proposal, Bob. You don't like it. 2014 playoff. Bob, here's the week up. Here's the lineups. This is college football at its best, Bob. You would have Pitt at who's 17?
USC?
Pitt at Utah. You have Pitt versus Utah in the first round. let me get to this. Oh, hold on. The next one, you would have Houston at BYU.
We just have different ideas of what college football is at its
No,
best.
just listen. Just listen. Just keep going. These are the first week.
So you play 8 games, then have 8 teams with buys.
I don't know. This is how they got it set up. Yeah, you have 8 teams with buys.
Gotcha.
So then you have South Florida versus Vandy, James Madison versus Notre Dame, Virginia versus Michigan, Cincinnati versus Texas, USC versus Georgia Tech, and SMU versus Oklahoma.
That you just named off a whole bunch of teams that I don't think deserve to be in the championship race.
Playoffs, Bock. That's what they call it.
The playoffs are a championship race, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like a 5-7 Boston making it to the playoffs right now. You don't like any idea, Bock. I'm starting.
Not expanded playoffs. No, absolutely not. Never will.
Why not? Why not? Why are you such against expanded playoffs?
Because I like the old college football model where the regular season mattered and actually navigating through that and getting close to as perfect as a record as you can. And there was very little room for error. Now, some people like 7-2 teams playing each other with playoff stakes on the line. That's fine. Every other sport does it. I'm not here to argue against whether it's a popular opinion. I get it. People love the playoffs. But to me, I liked it when teams that actually earned to play for a championship, whether that'd be 2. Sometimes that was flawed, right? There was a team that was left out. Okay, 4. Florida State was left out. Should have been one of the 4. I think 4 is about as much as you need to go. And that's what I even say last year. Ohio State won a championship. Look what happened in the regular season last year. This is why I don't like it. The biggest upset of the year didn't matter. Northern Illinois beat Notre Dame. Didn't matter. In fact, helped them with their seeding. The biggest rivalry in college football didn't matter. Michigan beat Ohio State. Huge, right? No, it didn't matter. Ohio State actually helped them. Got them to the seed. So that's what I hate. I mean, that's why I hate it, is because I love the college football regular season. Mattered more than any other regular season in sports. The bigger you make this field to play for,
the less it matters.
The less it matters. And why should Pittsburgh at a 7-2 have an equal chance when you're doing these one way or the other? You can give buys, whatever you want to do, and say it's not equal. But still, why should Pittsburgh at 7-2 and Tennessee at 6-3 have an equal chance right now? And they don't. Again, that's with your 2014 playoff. But even right now, I mean, go with, I don't know, Texas at 7-2 have an equal chance as Indiana at winning the national championship. I don't think that's earned yet.
Would you say that if it was a 9-3 Nebraska trying to get in there, Bob?
Absolutely not. I don't think a 9-3 Nebraska. That's part of the reason I'm so strong in my beliefs. I believe the 1995 Huskers were one of the best teams of all time. I don't think I think the 71 Huskers were one of the best teams of all time. Back then, you had to earn your way to get in. You couldn't just be all of a sudden you lose in a playoff. And again, you do this in every other sport. Playoffs aren't equal either. I mean, you can get through like Penn State's route last year, right? You don't have to go through this barn burner of a playoff schedule. And we see this happen with teams in other sports as well, where the best teams get eliminated for you, and then you beat the teams that beat the teams. That doesn't make them better than those best teams that you had to overcome. So I just like the old idea, and for whatever reason it worked, right? That was part of the beauty of it, is you played 12-game regular season schedule with 134 teams. It doesn't necessarily make sense that it would round out to be there's 1 or 2 undefeated teams, or the one lost team, and that's why you'd get years where there's probably a third team that had a pretty good argument about whether they'd be in there. But for the most part, it just worked, and so that's what I loved. Part of it, I mean, I'm getting older. Everybody likes what they grew up with, right? Might be part of it too, but yeah, I mean, I like the old version. I certainly don't want expanded playoffs, because the further you do that, the further you get into what could be fun for the playoffs, but more devaluing the regular season.
All right, Bob. Strength of schedule for each projected college football team. Ohio State, strength of schedule, 41. Indiana's 33. Texas A&M, 15. Alabama, 6. Georgia, 11. Texas Tech, 48. Ole Miss, 32. Oregon, 24. Notre Dame, 30. Texas, 13. Miami, 39. USF, 54. That's their rankings.
Yeah, and strength of schedule is interesting too. Obviously, they change throughout the year as well, but they could change from week to week with what you see playing out. But again, that's to the point. Nobody's playing equal schedules to begin with, so it's kind of tough to tell that way. But it is. I mean, and another part of it too is in the old model was part of the story was how good were you throughout the year, not did you get hot at the right time. And if how good you are throughout the year tells the story of like your depth, right? Stuff. Can you keep up? You weren't just thrown to the side like Florida State was a couple years ago because you lost a quarterback. So I don't know. It's interesting. The strength of schedule again is never going to be equal with 134 teams and adding every year. But so what I kind of like about college football in general, just kind of worked out. It just kind of levels itself out. And again, I think it's the same way here. No matter what system you have, I get there's different strength of schedule metrics in there, and that can switch. Who would be in your top 15 sort of idea, but hardly are you going to argue for the 30th best, like the 30th team. Like if they had this schedule, they'd be top 10, right? I mean, we kind of get an idea of who the best teams are. Just playing, but it's not an equal schedule. It's not equal resume, and so it does make it tough to tell, and that's what leaves it a lot out there for the eye test, which can be deceiving.
All right, let's go to break, and when we come back, we're gonna have Window World Wednesday day. We're here with Todd Euler. We're gonna hear his recap of the UCLA game and what he thought about TJ Lateef's first start here at 93.7 The Ticket. Bock The Blackshirt. Be right back.
This is your year to win way more than bragging rights. At Warhorse Casino, your love of the game could earn you serious cash. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with cash prizes all season long, like up to $1,000 weekly, with your chance at $1 million, all while earning tier points and comp points every time you place a sports bet. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. It doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
The 2026 Love Nebraska schedule is here. Season 2 features 10 opportunities to catch your home team in Nebraska, with 9 at Baxter Arena and 1 at the Heartland Events Center in Grand Island. More matches means more chances to see your favorite pro volleyball athletes, like Lexi Rodriguez and Jordan Larson. Check out the full schedule by visiting lovneb.com/schedule.
The party is back on in Lincoln this fall, and there's no party like the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the whole Ticket crew for 2.5 hours of pregame coverage before every home and away game this football season as they get you ready for the game. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show at our downtown studio at 11th and O. Sponsored by Select Plumbing, Raising Cane's, Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Currency, and the Kindler Hotel.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at Schweizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
A business's phone is the lifeline to its customers and potential clients. That's why it's so important that you can take calls seamlessly from anywhere, whether you're on the road or in the office. Hamilton Business Technologies can help ensure your phone rings wherever you are. We can equip your headquarters and any of its locations with the right tools for smooth, professional call handling. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we know how to keep Nebraska businesses connected. Learn more at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more. Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Come watch the Lincoln Stars on Saturday, November 15th as the Sioux Falls Stampede come to town. It's flyaway night as the Stars are giving away 2 round-trip flights to Orlando courtesy of the Lincoln Airport. Every ticket is a registration, and you must be present at the game to win when the prize is drawn in the third period. There's no Husker volleyball or football game that night, so pack the icebox on Saturday, November 15th against the Sioux Falls Stampede for flyaway night.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln area. We are going to keep this train rolling in a big way with new half-ton and 4x4 pickup trucks starting at $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You heard that right, $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You pick which one works better for you. Please stop on in the dealership and meet the team or check us out at koppelcars.com. Stock number C280930. All deals with approved credit.
Fall is officially here, and Brown's Shoe Fit has just the right style and comfort your feet deserve. Stop in to see a wide selection of all your favorite brands, including Brooks, Hoka, Echo, Keen, and many more. At Brown's Shoe Fit, they take the time to measure your feet to ensure proper fit. They also have the largest selection of Uggs and Hokas in Lincoln. Brown's Shoe Fit at 66th and Q.
You're listening to Bock the Blackshirt, on air and online at theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Bock the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. Window World Wednesday with two-time national champion Todd Euler in the house. Euler, whoop, 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 whoop. What's up?
What's up? All right, so yeah, big win for the Huskers on the road. I think all of us were a little nervous. I did predict 35-17, so it got pretty close. I really thought we were going to score 35 points, and then I would be right on. But like Bock said earlier, kind of seemed like we just kind of were okay with 28 points, which I'm never okay with 28 points. We got to score more. But yeah, it was good to see, especially like down at the end, towards the end of the game, the confidence that the coaching staff had in TJ. I think he obviously performed very, very well. I think we've talked about this, between us. UCLA is not a very good defense, right? They've won 3 games this year. So, we've got 2 pretty good defenses coming up, especially after watching what Penn State did with Indiana's offense, right? So, and then obviously Iowa with Oregon's offense. Like, those are 2 of the high-powered offenses in the country, and both of those teams kind of, kept them at bay. So it's going to be an interesting couple weeks coming up. And I think we win one of those games. I prefer to win both of them because I don't want to lose to either. But we can get to 8 wins. I feel really confident that we're going in the right direction with the program, the coaching staff, with the recruiting. I think recruiting is only going to get better especially with EJ kind of in the Heisman mix now. And deservedly, I mean, he's ranking pretty high in most of the categories, right? You'd say he's the best running back in the Big Ten right now, especially with Hayes being hurt. So pretty interesting. Also been following Nebraska high school football playoffs quite a bit. I talk about that on my show on Saturdays on the Power Hour. And unfortunately, this weekend, I will be gone to Deer Camp in Verdigris, Nebraska. Shout out to Knox County. We're going to be up there. It's the opening season of rifle deer season. And so that's going to be all my brothers come back. Not all my brothers, but three out of the 5 will be there. My son hopefully will be there. Sounded like there's a linebacker that got in trouble, and there's going to be a little extracurricular activity for the linebacker room. And he's just saying it better not be on Saturday. So hopefully they get that taken care of before he's got to leave on Friday afternoon. So we do that every year. It's a lot of fun. So probably have a replay on my show, or I may pre-record something tomorrow. I haven't decided. But yeah, it's otherwise weather obviously got pretty chilly last week. We had some calls. Man, we need new windows. Yeah, time to call us was about 12 weeks ago, before it got cold. But we are getting quite a bit of stuff installed this week and probably next week. And so that's good, getting people warmer with new windows and doors and all that good stuff. So just been a grind. I think September and October are 2 of the busiest months I've had since starting with Window World almost 2 years ago. And it's been awesome to get out in the community and work with all the different people and different homeowners and, getting them more energy efficient before winter. But we're going to install all through winter as we can. Obviously, we're not coming out in 0-degree weather and installing your windows, but we're going to find those pockets like this week. It's been phenomenal for our installers. They're getting a lot done. But yeah, it's going to be snow time here pretty soon. In fact, I saw a couple flurries the other day when on my walk, and I was like, oh no, it's going to snow. And then it went away. Thank goodness. But so it's that time of year again, and obviously getting dark sooner, all that good stuff. And so I get up every morning and do my workout. I hit 6 years in a row on last Saturday, 2,184 days. It's now 2,188.
Do you have a target goal?
When I die.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Every day till you die.
Every day till I die. I'm praying that's like 90 years old. That's why I do this, right? And then you hear the stories of this guy was like, I had a buddy. Let's say a buddy. He bought my house, 49 years old, out on a run and dies. Right? Heart attack on a run. I did hear tragic news this last week that my back doctor's wife was out on a run and was unfortunately hit by a car and died. So I mean, I always said running was bad for you, but that's really bad when that happens. So my prayers out to my doctor's family. I know that's got to be unbelievably hard to deal with. But so be safe out there when you are training outside. It's one of the worst things to hear, but so yeah, that's been the week. It's been crazy this week, obviously off, and then with football, but the playoffs semifinals are this weekend, and so getting excited for that. I obviously follow A, B, C1, C2. I even followed a little D1 this year because I had some friends with kids playing a little 8-man football. So, but yeah, so the cream of the crop, there's a kid in Wahoo that has the potential of breaking my C1 record, single season rushing record. Whoop, whoop. Yeah. I hope he does. And I hope to be there when he does. I know the AD over there is trying to keep me. No, I think it'll be the state championship game. It won't be this week that he breaks it unless he goes for like 500 this week, but he's going to have a shot at it. The record's 33 years old, so might be time to go down. But yeah, so just a lot of fun stuff. Love this time of year. These I don't remember. I mean, when I played in the playoffs, it always seemed like it was snowing or super cold every game. And these games have been pretty nice. So, and I know like Trent's semifinal game against Pierce his sophomore year, it was like 9 degrees and 35-mile-an-hour winds. It was brutal. So it doesn't look like that kind of weather this Friday night for the semifinals. So guys, enjoy it. Have great games. Stay healthy. And you'll never forget these days in your life as a high school football player in a state semifinal match. I was blessed to play in 2 of them, and won both of them, and then played in 2 state championships. Lost the first one, won the second one, and there's nothing like winning a state championship in high school. It's a lot of fun, and just the memories you make of that. And we didn't play. We played in Battle Creek. When we won our state championship, they didn't start that until 96 at Memorial Stadium. So
it's just the home team?
Yeah, just the highest seed team was home. And so, so the other one I played in Norfolk. So my junior year was against Norfolk Catholic at Norfolk Catholic. And somehow, they kept upsetting people. Like they shouldn't even been in that game. And then they upset us too. But so we had to play in Norfolk, and their field was trashed by then because so many Norfolk High plays on it, Norfolk Catholic plays on it. It was crazy. So
was winning in Battle Creek the most special one for you think?
For me?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was on 2 national championship teams, but
yeah,
I was on the sideline for most of it. So
I just mean like Battle Creek, like was Battle Creek on fire that night?
Oh, I don't know if it was on fire. It was more on fire in the semifinals when we beat Scott Frost's team. So there's 7,500 people at that game. It's still the Class C1 attendance record by 4,000.
Wow.
Yeah, 7,500 people in the town of Battle Creek. It has population at that time at like 972 or something like that.
Wow.
For 7,500 people. So that was, I think that pretty much burned the town down. And then we played David City Aquinas in the finals, but we beat them, I think 48-12 or something like that, 48-14. And so it's just kind of a given. There's maybe only 2,500 people at the state championship game. So, but when we beat Frost in the semifinals my junior year, it was nuts. It was crazy.
Now the Kip Brigham is the kid you're talking about at Wahoo. I was pulling up his stats. 2,318 yards. Also 47 total touchdowns. Is that do you have that record too?
He's gonna break that. He will break that. It's 49.
Wow,
is my record.
Oh, okay.
So he's got 2 games left. Granted, I played in 12 games. I'm gonna, there doesn't need to be an asterisk, but there,
there might be. Yeah,
kind of like the home run record. They wanted the asterisk by him. But yeah, so I only had 12 games. He'll have 13. But I think he'll break that touchdown record probably this week.
Yeah.
I would guess.
Ashland Greenwood, the other team there. The top 4 seeds, so as I look through it in this bracket, they've all beat everybody pretty handily. So we'll see.
You
what
got
happens.
the top. I think they're all undefeated, correct?
I don't have their record here.
Yeah, they're all 10-0. Or
Wow.
11-0 now. I believe that's so Sydney, right?
Yeah, so it'll be computer works with me. Yahoo and Wahoo, and Ashland Greenwood at the 1-4 game, and then Sydney and Lakeview the 2-3 game.
Yeah, they're all undefeated. So it's down to the and lots of times in Nebraska high school football playoffs, you don't get the 2 best teams at the end because of the power points and all that stuff. And so I think finally in C1 this year they've got 4 11-0 teams. It's going to should be. I would think Ashland Greenwood's going to give Wahoo all they can, but Wahoo's really good. This will be potentially their 3rd state championship in a row. They've won back-to-back. So yeah, if he gets 2 touchdowns on Friday, he will tie my record of 49. If he gets 3, he'll break it. So congratulations if he does it. I want to be there. I don't know if I can be there. Is that in Wahoo?
I think so, yeah.
They're the highest seed. So Yeah, I will be there if he breaks my record. So he has 2,500.
Let me get to the stats here again. 2,318.
23. So he needs 500 more yards. He needs 500, and so he's going to have 250 and 250 or something like that. But I had like 300 and some yards in the semifinals, and probably 300 and some yards in the state finals. So it can be done.
It could happen.
It can be done. So good luck to him, and thanks for having me on. Always awesome being here with Bock in the Blackshirt every Wednesday for Window World Wednesday, and that's what I got. So let's take it to break.
Yeah, absolutely.
God
Excellent
bless.
Euler report. Thanks again for joining us.
All right. Awesome. We out.
All right. Well, there we go. Bock in the Blackshirt. We'll be back for our final segment coming up next year on 93.7 The Ticket.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services is here to help you protect things that are most important to you. Whether it's your home, your family, or your future, Jack Russell has the proven experience to get the job done while developing authentic relationships with you. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100. Again, that's 402-421-9100, or visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or Seward and learn how you can excel in the complicated world of insurance. Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services, a trusted and well-respected representative since 1999.
Attention all Wings fans. Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays, enjoy 40% off boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.39 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today, 68th and O, or in Williamsburg Village.
This holiday season, give the gift of good taste with a gift card from Valentino's. During double discount days, double your discount from $5 to $10 free with a $50 gift card purchase. Valentino's handcrafted pizza has been a family favorite for generations, and our gift cards make the perfect holiday gift. And right now, during gift card double discount days, when you buy $50 in gift cards, get a $10 gift card free. Happy holidays from Valentino's.
Here at Aspen Builders, our company is building more homes today than I thought we would ever build.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
You know, I am just shocked at how strong our market is here in Lincoln and at Aspen Builders. We're probably helping people right now more than ever get into a new home. We've been able to find pieces of ground we can develop affordably and keep our lot prices down a little bit. I think with our volume discounts and our office staff, 35 years of experience, we figure out a plan that's going to work great for you. We make it perfect. We make it fit your price range. All of this is part of the reason we're so busy.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Hi, Charlie Stone here, and it's that time of the year again. Time for the annual Happy Honda Days at Honda of Lincoln. With me on the line, Andy Goodyear, to tell us all about it.
The exciting news is we have more selection and more savings. We have over 400 new 2025 and 2026 Hondas to choose from, with a great opportunity to get year-end savings on every remaining new 2025.
Do you have some Happy Honda Day specials?
Sure do, Charlie. For example, you can lease a new 2025 Accord Sport Hybrid for just $349 a month, and we have financing from just 0% APR. We've also included over 125 pre-owned of all makes and models, and as always, our certified pre-owns are in this sale as well.
Well, maybe it's time you experience the best. The Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly sunny skies and light winds. Good afternoon, high around 64. Tonight, partly cloudy skies, calm winds. Low around 42. And tomorrow we'll see decreasing clouds throughout the day, go along with light winds and a high around 68. Meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and ticketfm.com.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
You're listening to Bock the Blackshirt, on air and online at theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to Bock the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. Bock, what happened to the Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis fight? Been canceled.
Uh-oh.
Guess who he's going to fight now?
Jake Paul?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Real boxer this time. Anthony Joshua.
Okay.
They will fight in Miami in December on Netflix. Justin, who just coming off elbow surgery, hasn't been in the ring, but he's getting back. Joshua won his first 22 professional fights, but has lost his last 4 since the start of 2021. He last fought professionally against Daniel DeBose in September of 24 after recovering from elbow surgery. Joshua is set to get back in the ring against the YouTuber turned boxer in what will be a premier class. What do you think about that, Bock?
Well, that's all right. I mean, Joshua's a little, like you said, up in age, maybe a little bit past his prime.
Still can hit.
But still can hit. So that
Still
would be
big.
exciting.
This is not going to be your 5'8" against a 6'3" type of guy.
Yeah, he's a 6'6" heavyweight. So
yeah,
it will be interesting to see how that plays out. And I mean, of all this stuff, is just how much does it hurt Jake Paul to lose these matches? Like a match like this, not a premier name, I wouldn't say a big name, but not a premier name. If you lose that, is that going to hurt your next kind of big bout that you go after? We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, it's at least something to get going. I was honestly looking forward to the other fight a little more, but definitely a different sized fighter.
Yeah, you're looking for the Jack and the Beanstalk type of fight right there. But I like these two giants. I like this one giant against Jake Paul.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, Bock, what you got?
Well, a few things to look out for here. Tyronn Lue can never catch a break coaching the Clippers with his team's health. That does not change today. Bradley Beal now out for the season. He's having season-ending hip surgery. Of course, the Clippers were hoping that he could come in and help the team. He was already struggling, at least compared to what he had done in the past. Of course, remember, he was a star with the Wizards, had a couple of years where he averaged 30 points per game, 30 plus points per game. And it's just, 6 games this season, averaging a career low 8.2 points per game. So already wasn't quite the player he'd once been. That could be seen probably partially due to, his contract would state the same thing. Only signed a 2-year, $11 million deal. The Clippers are so far 1-3 without Beal this season. So one way or the other, it's not a good sign for Tyronn Lue and the Clippers. They've always got injury issues. Here you go again, another one of their stars going down. Of course, Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, their primary stars, and we'll see about the health of those guys as we go on throughout the year for that. So hopefully things can get a little bit easier at some point for Tyronn Lue. The other big news here in Big Ten country has to do with Michigan State. Mel Tucker, if you remember at one time, was thought to be the next big thing in college football. Kenneth Walker was running all over everybody. And obviously we know for a while now that did not end well. Well, it's aging even worse now. Michigan State hit with a 3-year probation ahead. Now 14 wins have been vacated from them from the previous 3 seasons, not just this season, or not this season, but even this past season. And Jonathan Smith, his first season, I should say, there, as well as, by the way, Matt Rule's first year. Remember, they played Harlan Burnett. They're taking that loss off that win, I should say, off of Michigan State's books. I don't think we, as Nebraska, can go back and take that loss off. I think that's still going to be there, but technically, they didn't get the win that day. If you want to go back and count it according to the NCAA, again, all 14 wins from the previous 3 seasons have been removed. This all due to 3 players that were playing without eligibility. So 3 years of probation now given to Michigan State. Michigan State will also be penalized $30,000 plus 1.5% of the football program's budget. So that's another big chunk of change that's going to come off of them. The Spartans will also face restrictions on official visits, unofficial visits, recruiting communication, recruiting person days, and off-campus recruiting contacts and evaluation over the 3-year probationary period. Michigan State had been communicating and trying to negotiate with the NCAA to at least minimize the penalties that would be on the current team. The NCAA also handed Mel Tucker, as well as some of his assistants, show cause penalties. Tucker will get a 3-year show cause order. 2 of his assistants, one of them will get a 6-year and another a 5-year for failing to adequately monitor the program. So not necessarily great news for Michigan State. And like I said, the Mel Tucker, the hype of the Mel Tucker era at Michigan State was exciting. It quickly came crashing down, and further is hurting Michigan State even now. Again, this is all due to participation of 3 ineligible players throughout those seasons.
So whose fault is it? Is it Mel Tucker's fault when this happened?
It would be Mel Tucker. Yeah, this was under Mel Tucker, but unfortunately is kind of penalizing to a small degree. I don't think it's a big deal. Like I said, there's certain things that's going to hurt the current team, but nothing as far as like taking bowl eligibility away or limiting their scholarships or anything like that. It's just taking their past wins away from the previous 3 seasons. And Michigan State, obviously, this year, not having the season that they were looking for or hoping for, not having the season that we thought they might have when Nebraska played Michigan State. In fact, if you haven't followed the Spartans since then, they've not won a game since playing Nebraska. If you remember, they went into that game 45-31 losers to USC. And then, of course, Nebraska beat them 38-27. Since then, they've lost to UCLA 38-13, Indiana 38-13, played close to the last couple of games, 31-20 to Michigan and 23-30 at Minnesota, but losing all of those games. So they're on a 6-game losing streak with a very interesting game for Husker fans to pay attention to this Saturday when they welcome in Penn State. And that game will be 2:30 on CBS. But again, part of the, and again, vacated wins, do what you want with them. But what it does mean is Jonathan Smith, who has not won a Big Ten game this year, as I mentioned, they're 0-6. Those Big Ten wins from last year vacated. There weren't a whole lot of them, just 3 of them. But now he doesn't have any Big Ten wins on his resume.
All right, Bock, what is this 6 when they talk about the Penn State game, a 6-day TV hold. What is that?
So they're basically waiting to see how the games play out this weekend to decide which games they want to put in different spots, right? So the different networks will get to choose. They have their rank in order, right? They're going to choose which one. So like Nebraska Penn State is in that. So we'll probably know when that game will be played on Sundays for not this Saturday, obviously the bye week, but the next Saturday. So they're waiting to see how this week shakes out to see which best matchups will be, we're how to kind of sort those matchups for the next week. Nebraska, Penn State, we still kind of waiting to see when that game will take place.
All right, so we're looking at probably a CW or a Tubi game. Not a Tubi, but what's that other channel? Peacock.
Well, I don't know. We'll see what it looks like. It would benefit, I think, the game if Penn State wins. If they lose to Michigan State, I think it would obviously fall in desirability. But the Nebraska, the Nebraska Penn State matchup, you have brand names there. You have the Matt Rule kind of tension from earlier in the season, but you just have a lot of games that haven't been decided yet. If we look in 2 weeks, and a lot of them are pretty good ones, like Oregon. USC at Oregon, that's a big one. That's, BYU at Cincinnati. Those are ranked matchups. Even Pittsburgh at Georgia Tech haven't been decided. Tennessee at Florida. That's not necessarily a great matchup, but, similar to Nebraska, Penn State, big time brands. So there's a lot of games that kind of are sitting in that window and just waiting to be seen. If we look 2 weeks ahead, there are some TV matchups that we already know for that time. If you're looking for what might be competing against Nebraska and Penn State, but none of them are kind of the heavy matchups for that day.
Yeah, I didn't know Penn State was 3-6. They 0-6 in the Big Ten.
Yeah,
3-6. They need to win the last 3 just to have a post game season.
Just to go bowling, yeah. But people have said, well, maybe there's not going to be the environment there. I don't know if it's going to be full. But it is also going to be senior day. So one way or the other, that's special to the players that'll be on the field as well. They're going to be motivated to win. But if they lose to Michigan State, it will be, kind of a season of a loss, if you will, because they won't have made it to a bowl game. Again, never their ultimate goal, but it would be, if Michigan State wins this week, I don't know if you're getting the best Penn State has to throw at you.
Yeah, you're right, Bob. All right, we appreciate you listening to Bock the Blackshirt. We are powered
by
Bauer,
Infrastructure,
Bauer,
Underground,
Barrett,
Excavating.
All right, thank you for listening to Bock the Blackshirt here on Window World Wednesday at 93.7 The Ticket. We'll see you Thursday.
In Lincoln this fall, and there's no party like the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the whole ticket crew for 2.5 hours of pregame coverage before every home and away game this football season as they get you ready for the game. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show at our downtown studio at 11th and O. Sponsored by Select Plumbing, Raising Cane's, Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Currency, and the Kindler Hotel.
Come watch the Lincoln Stars on Saturday, November 15th as the Sioux Falls Stampede come to town. It's flyaway night as the Stars are giving away 2 round-trip flights to Orlando courtesy of the Lincoln Airport. Every ticket is a registration and you must be present at the game to win when the prize is drawn in the third period. There's no Husker volleyball or football game that night, so pack the icebox on Saturday, November 15th against the Sioux Falls Stampede for flyaway night.
Are you tired of living in pain? At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, they make it simple. From head to toe, spine to extremities, they've got you covered. Their multi-specialty team of experts in orthopedic surgery, plastic surgery, podiatry, physical therapy, and occupational therapy all work under one roof to get you back to living life pain-free. Don't wait another day. Visit prairie-ortho.com today or call them at 402-489-4700. Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevenson Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevenson Smith Construction slams expectations.